I've come to tell you a bunch of bullshit. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, this is not funny. This is a very serious matter. And I feel like it could help a lot of people out there. I've been picking up on the collective energy, and a lot of people are starting to realize that they're not connected. And the first thing that people do, because we are what is the word? Habitatal creatures. We like to do things repeatedly, things that make us feel good, and then the universe reminds us that that's not how life works. There's duality. In order for you to feel good, somebody has to feel bad. So what I want to talk about today is ways you can use esoteric teachings to help you tap back into your subconscious. A lot of people get stuck on trying to predict the future and things like that. And the energy law of perpetual transformation, what you focus on grows. And a lot of people forget that. So if you're focusing on fear of losing something, you're going to lose it because that's what you wanted to manifest. That's the vibration you stayed in. If you focus on what you want to create, you're going to create it. There goes that quote, and I don't know who quoted it. It's focus on your fears and you'll run into them. Focus on your goals and you'll manifest them. So just staying in that harmony and that balanced vibration can be scary. And fears have a way of becoming the master of us, especially if we're unaware of them. And this is why a lot of the esoteric teachings help us. Some people who are too afraid because religion has told them these are sins and all this other thing, and don't do this and don't do that. And it's a fear. It's just another way for them to project fear onto people, for them to, build a business off of fear. Literally, businesses are built off of fear. And it's just like fear of not knowing. That's how businesses are built. That's why people buy books. That's why people go to church. If they knew, why would they buy books and why would they go to church? Just why would they? If people literally knew all the answers, no one would be in business. Not drug dealers. People go to, fix a feeling. So I want to say that manifestation in whatever it is you're trying to do in your life, you're trying to fill a void. We're all trying to fill a void of not knowing what's going on. That's the biggest fear. Like, God doesn't let us know what's going on. We know nothing unless we take the time to tune in to how we feel so we can see what vibration we're on. So universal laws are played in our lives, and a lot of people don't take the time to study this esoteric teaching because they don't believe in it. They believe in the fear. They're blinded by fear. It's like you want to use fear to get you to go to a higher mountain, or you want to use fear to destroy yourself and just give up and allow life to whoop your ass. Okay? The reason I say addictions is because a lot of people out of fear don't know. So they start, smoking weed because they don't know how to get rid of that repressed, that imprint feeling. They start doing coke because they don't have the dopamine. It's that fake courage that you get with alcohol. People they get addicted to it because they like the high, the feeling that it gets. And if it's external, though, you have that feeling inside of you, internal. You're kind of like tricking yourself. It's kind of like fake sugar. It's like, it's not exactly what you need, but it'll give you, if you think it and you feel like it, it'll give you what you need. So what I want to say in this video is are y'all ready? Are you ready? Take time to feel. All right. Feeling is so important. One of the new techniques that I've been using to help me when I feel inadequate or the power of greed. Greed will get you good, especially for those of you who are truth seekers. If you can't learn to be content in who you are while still evolving. And it makes no sense, right? How are you going to be content if you need to evolve? You need to, that's what enlightenment is about, accepting every emotion and what it is the universe is bringing to you. You can try to manipulate what it's going to bring to you, but eventually it's going to crash, because as you're manipulating effects in your life, you're setting tones out in the universe, and the universe is, it has to keep order. That's its job. So what's going to happen is, as you're living this good life for many years, someone's living a very bad life for many years. And so what happens is, when people say fall from grace, it's to restore the balance in the universe. And it's also to learn and gain the wisdom and experience. Now, everyone's going to feel blessed. Everyone's going to feel cursed. But the point is feeling. That's the key part. Learning to mastering the art of feeling and not being detached. Once you detach from the way that you feel, it's all hell that breaks loose. You're disconnected from divine. You're disconnected from the source. You're disconnected. You ain't manifesting shit. It's like you're going to get put through all types of hills in order for you to focus on feeling the vibration that you're putting out into the universe. It's right here, baby. It's plugged into there. So what I was doing today is, how astrology is connected to our body, our mind, right? Aries, the head; Taurus, the neck; Gemini, the shoulders, right? And like Gemini, my shoulders, something about the internet, okay? My environment, something I need to fix in my environment, the internet. And that's the thing, we always feel like we need to fix something. Healing is a never-ending journey. It's not just, I do this one thing and I'm healed for the rest of my life. That's not how it works. The soul happens, things happen. It's like you could heal one area and then another thing happens to you, and boom, you have to heal that area all over again. So what I'm saying is, you guys, if you get over one addiction, that addiction is going to manifest somewhere else, because yes, you conquered that addiction there, whether it be drugs, gambling, tarot, fucking yoga, I don't know, eating only vegetables, I don't know, addictions that happen to people, eating only meat, addictions. A lot of people become clean freaks, neat freaks. Addictions can come in so many different forms, because that's what we do. We get into a pattern state. We control our mind. So if you can control your mind to be in a state of feeling and release the judgment, I release the judgment of all feelings that I feel, and I allow my body to be the vessel and the tool that it was meant to be. I allow spirit to work through me. I allow God to work through me, speak through me. Because if you remember, we are an expression of the divine, all right, built in the image. That means we're connected to something that wants to express a part of itself. Mind you, drum roll, please. If you don't understand that too much hope is not good for you, too much happiness is not good for you, it ungrounds you. You have to do something to keep you grounded. And what keeps you grounded? Lower vibrations. Yes. Yay. That's why it's important to accept low vibrations. And it bothers me when people just be like, oh, positive vibes only. That's a fantasy. That's really a fantasy. And yes, it does work. But if you're in a state of where you're doing your shadow work, and where you have to face those shadows that you created, those parts of yourself that aren't integrated, those parts of yourself that you didn't believe in because you felt like you weren't able to do it. You're going to be challenged when you're trying to change and transmute energy. You're going to be challenged so much in every area emotionally. I mean, you're going to go through every fucking emotion you can possibly think of. And the main emotions that I've noticed that a lot of people who seek external And mind you, there's nothing wrong with, doing something every once in a while. But if you're doing something every day before you consult within your own spirit, within your own self, it's going to be a problem. Because we do need to learn from each other, because we're all connected. We're all the same consciousness of the divine. We need to be connected. But also, you need to know yourself. And knowing yourself, you know yourself through the experiences that you've been through, the emotions that have came up from the experiences you've been through. Main emotions that a person feels when they're in a lower vibrational state, the lowest one is fear. Now, if you're only fearing fear all the time, that's all that's going to manifest in your life. It's never that you're at just one space. Like, yeah, you can try. Like, the goal is to try to be in the middle, which is like awareness. Because you can have happiness up there, and then you got fear down here, right? Or anger. Let's say happiness up here, anger down here. You want to be aware of what triggers that, or not what triggers it. I mean, you want to be aware of the energy shifts that happen. You want to be present in it. So what I've been doing lately is trying to go into hermit mode and like detach, a little bit from social media and look into myself and do a full body scan. Body scanning is amazing. So I'm doing the body scanning, and as I do the body scanning, I'm checking in with my head, Aries energy. That's self-development. Am I putting too much energy there? I'm checking in with my voice. Okay, that's Taurus. Am I speaking my truth, my values, thing that I appreciate? And then I'm checking Gemini energy. Am I listening or am I talking too much? Because Gemini is a sign that is meant to listen and observe their environment. Okay, so maybe I'm talking too much. That's why this is like this, and I need to do more listening of my internal world. Boom. I get to the chest, Cancer energy. I take 3 breaths and I ask myself each time I go to each zodiac sign throughout my body. Remember, we are all 12 zodiac signs. I get to my chest, and that's Cancer energy. Is my heart open? Am I nurturing and loving myself so I can extend that energy out of me and allow others who may need to become aware of that energy to activate it in them? Am I extending? Am I centered and connected to the divine? Our lower chakras and our higher chakras are connected from the heart chakra. So that's that Cancer energy. Am I nurturing? Am I connected to my roots? Do I know who the fuck I am? Okay. Do I have an idea? Then we're going to move down and we're going to get into the stomach. Okay. We're going to get into the stomach, and that's Leo energy. Am I expressing myself? Do I know what identity I wish to take on? Do I know what character I am playing or I wish to play? What am I expressing? How am I creatively doing that? Then we're going to go down to the intestines. Virgo energy. Am I digesting the lessons, Gemini energy? We're talking about Mercury here. Am I digesting the lessons I learned back up here? It's a lot of information that needs to be digested in the Virgo. Virgo rules digestive system. What is my routine? How am I applying the wisdom I've gained from my environment? What is my body reading? Virgo energy. We're going to move on to the hips. Libra energy. What partnerships? How are the partnerships in my life? The one with myself, the ones with the others. What's going on? And you'll listen when you tap into that energy. You'll hear yourself talking to yourself and answering you. You'll hear yourself either speaking negatively or you'll hear yourself speaking positively. If you hear yourself speaking negatively, that means there's an area of doubt and fear is controlling that part of your life. And you need to get back in control and in the seat of it and start paying attention to the lessons. That way you can get the lesson from fear without fear becoming the master of your life and projecting and bringing all these things into your life. Fear is going to come from, you're going to run into it because that's what you're pushing out in that area of your life. And what I noticed in my hip area, there were a lot of negative thoughts there. All right. And we're going to make our way down to Scorpio energy, the genitals. You want to check into that private area. What's going on down there? What needs to be transformed? What is trying to give birth? What are you receiving? What are you transmuting? How are you sharing resources? How are you receiving resources? What's going on down there? Is there a blockage? Do you feel like you're not worthy enough to receive resources from people? What needs to change? So you tap into that part down there. And then you get to the thighs, Sagittarius energy. It was doing great up there. Higher learning, Sagittarius energy, philosophy. I was doing amazing. FYI, you guys can check out this philosophical oracle deck that I've created. It talks about the 7 universal laws and different philosophers. You can find this in my online store. Now, moving on from Sagittarius energy, I was doing great. Okay, and then moving on to the knee part would be like Capricorn energy. Can you not? It would be like Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy would tell you how you would feel about... Hold on, you guys. So the Capricorn energy would tell you about how you feel about your career and where you're at. It rules the knees. So when you tap in and you're meditating and you tap into your knees... Exactly. When you tap into your knees, it's going to tell you how you feel about your career. And I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm babysitting, okay? So I noticed there was negative thinking in my Capricorn energy. So the way I felt about my career. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Ooh. Hold on, you guys.
What's wrong with you?
I got you. It's okay. It's okay. They ain't ran no fever all day or nothing. She's probably tired. I ain't know. But she's hungry too. But she's just tripping. You ready to eat? Here. Your pants are too cute. I gotta go home. Joseph.
Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. My hair longer than yours.
Okay, now moving on, you're gonna go into the Aquarius energy, which is in your legs, your calves. He went outside. Devon not here. He doing laundry. He just went outside.
You think I just care about the
What? Now moving on. I'm sorry, you guys. You're gonna go into the Aquarius energy, which is your calves. And that talks about your community, or how are you connecting to your community, and if you're connected.
So what about the Capricorn? I didn't hear the Capricorn. What's about that?
Here, why don't you go watch the video?
We don't give a fuck about nobody. We do what we want.
No.
Hey, why your daughter just said my dreads look like they aspired?
Here.
Why your kids keep on this? Bro, they keep on this.
All right, so after you've connected to the Aquarius energy,
like they aspired?
I'm trying to do a video.
Okay, get your
No.
Right, there we go. Do my hair look?
After
do my dreads look like they aspired?
You're still in the background of the video.
They do.
Sorry, y'all. So the point is to check in and apply the astrology to help you know what area of your life you need help in. After you check in with Aquarius energy, you're going to make your way to the final sign, which is Pisces, in your feet. I noticed my feet were cold. Okay, Pisces is unconditional love. So that let me know right there, there's an area of my life where I don't feel loved. Aries is also boundaries. Okay. Pisces is also boundaries. And another thing that I just got to go. I got to go, you guys. Yeah. Yeah. Give me a second. I'm like right in the middle of a video. Okay. Once you get down to the Pisces energy, Pisces is your spirituality. Okay, Pisces rules addictions as well. You can also listen to yourself down there to see what it is that you're ignoring. Pisces rules fantasy and imagination. So you may not be connected to your imagination. So this is something that I came up with today when I was meditating. I am so sorry, you guys, for all the noise in the background. I do live with people. When I decided to become a content creator, I kind of, had to let go of my other identity and, build a new spiritual strength for myself. And on this journey, I've noticed that um, letting go of different addictions, they can be born in a new way. So you need to just be conscious and mindful of how your routine is, and time management can help you with addictions. Now, not to say that watching something every day isn't bad for you, but just be mindful of what information you are digesting, and be mindful of how much you are seeking to that external help without, consulting with your own spirit first. All right. That's what I got for y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button to stay tuned for more videos. This is how you can implement astrology into your meditation. That way you're not just meditating, you're meditating with purpose, and you're going in there to try to see what you need to observe in your life. That way you can become conscious of it and make a difference about it in your unconscious mind. Because 80% of the things that happen to us in our life come from our unconscious mind, and 20% of that comes from our conscious mind. So a little bit of something there, a little bit of spice, a little bit of sauce. I hope this helps you guys, and I will see you guys later.